Oops, fogged up the screen. Hot coffee. There we go. So, here's another wood spirit video. Haha. Hey everybody, it's Jordy here, Carve Fusion. Um, this is a piece of pine. It's an offcut. I think it's that beetle pine where the beetles get into the wood and they make it kind of go. That it's called blue pine or something, but it's more gray. This is a cool offcut for my chainsaw carving. So I've had this around for a while, and I've been kind of chomping at the bit to carve. This is going to be hard to do this. I've been chomping at the bit to carve this piece just because I like the shape of it. I know it will sit somewhat flat on the wall for a wall hanger. So I definitely want to carve a wood spirit. Now I can do this on my own time, but I thought maybe I'll bring you guys along with me when I do this. So I was sitting here drinking my coffee that I had before this coffee, and I was trying to let the wood speak to me. You know, I'm looking at the piece. I'm just trying to find a pen. You got this angle here. This is the best angle to carve. This point is the best to carve a nose. It's so easy to get it to pop off. If you got like a fence board, it's just like right there. Just cut some wood underneath the nose and it pops off. I got lots of videos on wood spirits, but I think this one I'm going to kind of make different. I think this one's going to be, because I just kind of see this piece like flowing this way, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to do a side view face of a wood spirit, like so you'd see, like so. I kind of let this piece spoke, like I was trying to. Oh man, the professional I am. I looked at this and I kind of saw this line as a nose here. So if you know, it's so easy to get the nose to pop off too, because you don't have that much wood to carve away from underneath the nose. So let's see. If I just go like this, a line right there, and then remove the wood down here, then your nose is going to pop off. And another good thing for this piece too, it's sloped this way, because if you're doing a side view of a face and you got wood to actually carve, the nose would be, if you're looking at the side view of a face, a human's face, the nose would be pushed back farther than the eye. The eye would be kind of sloped this way, right? So that's, I'm even going to, this might be a silly piece when I'm done. It seems like my wood spirits lately have sucked. That's just what happens, and you go through these stages. Sometimes your stuff sucks for a while, then all of a sudden, I think I've just been carving too much. But anyways, let's get this nose blocked out and put camera in the overhead. Stop away 3 minutes already. Oh boy. All right, so where do we want our nose? We don't have to use that line. Let's go right about here. So then your nose would come like this, right? Bring it down, give it a little bit of a hook. Then your head would come here. Make the nose a little bit longer. These, I just basically use these for reference lines, because it's pretty thin here, so we'll have to carve it. It's going to be carved back. Then, where do you want your eyes? Right here, kind of. And then your mustache would be, let me get a better pen so you guys can see here. So your nose, your eyes, and this is a wood spirit. This is not a real face. And then your mustache, how would you do that? Your mustache could be like blowing this way. Then you got to have the other mustache coming. Then your beard can come around here too, right? So if you think here, let's try and put a silly ear up in here. Where does, I got to see on my face, where does that? Yeah, that's kind of all right. Doesn't matter. This is complete fantasy. And then your thing here, your head, this would be back a bit like that. So let's kind of go for that. If it makes sense to you. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm running my Wen. This is a great tool. It's kind of loud, but this is cheap. You can get one of these for like $30 or $25 on Amazon, and I got a Dremel flex shaft hooked up to it. Right, so this is the Dremel flex shaft hooked up to the wind. So, and I'm going to start off with the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. So I'm going to remove the wood here to get that nose to pop off. See how stable this wood is in here, and just have a good time. I'm going to kind of speed this up a bit, do a time lapse, and I guess I'll have to do a voiceover, unfortunately, for you guys, unfortunately. Shout out to all of you out there. So you can see how thin that edge is. Super easy to get the nose to pop out. But this is a voiceover, and stand by. All right. Anyway, so yeah, it's super easy to get the nose to pop out when it's thin. I did have to carve it back, so it wasn't too thin. So thinner the wood, it would break off. I wish I would have carved like the bridge of the nose farther back and carved the bottom of the nose deeper in there, because, well, the nose doesn't, at the end of this piece, you'll see the nose really doesn't look like it sticks that far off, but it's okay. It all works out. I haven't I haven't carved very much pine at all. And excuse me here, it's been like a week since I've done this carving till I was able to find the time to do the voiceover. So you see there, I'm pushing the nose back, curving it deeper, farther away from the eye. I don't know, hard to explain. Then I'll be cutting the bridge of the nose down, cutting the forehead down. The burr that I use 80% of the time is the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. Yeah, that's my 100% go-to burr. So there you can see, just take your time, get the shape, enjoy yourself. There I'm cutting in the side of the face and rounding the cheekbones. I sped this up 3 times the speed. This pine is, I don't know if I said in the beginning of this video, like I said, it's been about a week since I carved it, but this pine is pretty soft. I actually enjoyed carving it. Well, it's harder than cedar, the Western red cedar that I carve, but it's soft enough to enjoyable to carve because the grains are tight in it. So, excuse me. Just slowly try and make the wood look like a face. I guess all you could say. Yeah. Keep on shaping it. I am trying to carve the ear in. I should have really, here I am trying to push it back. Pushing it, for all the beginners, pushing it back means carving it deeper. And never, ever, ever be afraid of challenging yourself and trying to carve something deeper. It's not a new way to do eyes, but I think I got an easier way to show people how to do eyes. So I got to do that video. I told good old Amy Jo that I'd try and do a pixie face. Ladies' faces are the hardest to carve out of everything. I think so. But if you do a pixie face, it can be like fantasy. So if it doesn't turn out to be a pixie, you can say it's a troll. You could say it's a elf. I think the pixies have those big pointy ears. This is kind of like an elf ears. I remember like a few years back, me and Just Carve Rob always joke around between each other. He's like, wood spirits don't have ears. I'm like, oh yeah? Who says so? He goes, they just don't. Or something like that. To that lines. So then I carved the wood spirit that had the pointy elf ears. It was pretty neat, actually. When you guys do fantasy, you can do whatever you want to do. Thank God this voiceover is basically over. 3, 2, 1. See ya. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, here's another voiceover. But you can see there the whole ear broke off. Yep. The grain all down there. So that kind of threw a big glitch into my whole plan. You know, I could have very easily glued it back on, but that ear came off for a reason. So once again, carve it deeper, and just make it look like hairs back there. It kind of gives it a weird shape, but all in all, in the end, I'm somewhat happy with this piece, and it's good enough. So the wood's not paper. You know, sometimes wood breaks. You know what I mean? So just gotta expect that. So when I was carving, I was just kind of carving really fast and heavy. Um, is that nose a little bit long? I don't know. It doesn't matter really. Well, it does if you want to make it matter. Now, it's unfortunate that you have pieces of wood that breaks off. So the whole ear went missing, and then this got carved. This got carved. The hair got carved farther back than the beard, but that's okay. The beard's got lots of movement. It's big, puffy beard. If you look at that nose, I don't really like the way this forehead is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve this back more. I'm going to carve the forehead deeper more. And when I carve let me put the camera in the overhead. Sorry about that. So the nose, yeah, it sticks farthest off the face for sure. It does. If this piece hangs like that. But I just think this is kind of too round. And if I take that down more and make it more square, and then cut in a little bit deeper here, then you can make the hair get a bit more movement off the top of the head, like whoosh, not just so flat coming off. Anyways, let's just carve this right now live. 3, 2, 1. Ignite the dust collector. Oops, I gotta change my burst. Stand by. The Kutzall Extreme Flame bit again. Yeah, it's not a drastic change, but let's take these eyebrows down a bit more. I think that's good enough. You got to remember the eyebrows are split here. Give him a bump on the nose. See, he's got a little bit of a bump there. Let's give him a bigger one. Okay, I'm going to suck this cheekbone in more here. I'm just going to go round in here. So basically, I don't know. This is just how I do it. Your face should have like a bump here for the cheekbone. It should come out. But I just kind of right in here. I'll just kind of round that off. You'll see me go in circles. I don't know if you guys can see on the camera. I don't know, it's just something that I do. Now that nose, you can keep, this is what carving's about, is taking things lower and deeper. Cut beside the nose. Now, you know, I'm kind of thinking that I'd like just to hollow out this side. This guy actually has a pretty small nose. I'll show you how you make the nose bigger. You want to see? I'm just going to go like this. Right here. Cut along this line. Remove the wood over here. Like remove lots of this wood. There you go. And just go over it and over it and over again until you're happy. For the eye, let's just try it. Well, I'm not going to film for this. So I'll carve this eye and then I'll be back. You know what? I'm just going to carve this eye live. If it works, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If you guys want to watch it, watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. This nose kind of looks funny on camera. I think I cut his nostril a little bit too tip. He's got a little petite wood spirit nose. All right, so let me get my foot pedal hooked up better here. Make your temple thinner there. Make it thinner up here too. All right, so I'm going to swap burrs. This is one of those 3-point cheap Chinese cutters. Now, See that it says pointy diamond bit? Where's my pedal? Jeez. You can see this eyelid is sticking. See how far it's sticking off the eyeball? It does not need to be sticking that far off the eyeball. So where's my Kutzall taper burr? Stand by. This is the Kutzall gold taper burr. I'm just bringing this eyelid closer to the eyeball itself. Same with the bottom eyelid. So if you're a newer artist or wood carver, trying new things, sometimes you won't always get it the way you want it. Now, I was trying something new here, but I forget what I was trying. This, I don't mind this piece. I don't really particularly like his nose. His nose is a little bit small. If I really wanted to, I could cut this mustache. You could cut this mustache down lower, get that nose to pop off more. I like the piece. I cut his beard a little bit too shallow in under there. He's got a bottom lip in there. That looks good there. So I did a couple things when I wasn't filming. I went over the beard with this aluminum cutter bit. Right, this is you get these in sets of 10 on Amazon. And I just quickly did that. Lots of videos how to use this. And then I quickly hit it with the Scotch-Brite on the sanding mandrel. Now, the one thing I don't like about this carving is how dark that pupil kind of went. I know it is what it is, but I'm going to do my carving fusion thing here. Here's a can of this polyurethane Varathane. Hi, Glenn. That was the French side. Wood stain. So this is Varathane polyurethane. Is it polyurethane? Yeah, I think it is. It should be. Yeah, one coat coverage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. There is nice colors in this piece. You can see like the lighter and darker gray colors, but nah, I think if I do the carving fusion thing, so I put this on and then I flip it over, I let it drip out, then I hit it with flop sanding mandrel to sand off the high points. So you got to make sure this stuff, is my microphone working? So I got this white stuff under here. You got to make sure this stuff is mixed up good. Got the world's most famous hammer, screwdriver paint mixer. And I got a little tiny brush. I got to get some bigger brushes here, but let's just get this on. I soak it on. I make a mess. I'm a waster. Yeah, this color I think might be mission oak or antique oak. I couldn't find the name on the can. Yeah, I couldn't. Whatever this color is. This is the same thing as, see how that eye's not so dark anymore. This is the same stuff as polyurethane, the Minwax stuff that I use. I don't know if my eyes are getting worse or if I'm just carving too much or something, but I don't know. Something's going on with my vision. Maybe if I got better lighting. Yep, there you go. This is not a long carving. Like I didn't spend a lot of time on it. You know, something. Oops. There you go. There's the carving fusion. Like most of my YouTube videos are for when I'm not chainsaw carving, or like they're just like hour-long carvings or something. Anyways, I'll get this all on. This stuff seems like it dries pretty quick. This looks like it's cement now. So what I do is I put it on. I'll get the rag. Well, actually, I put it on. I let it sit upside down for, I don't need this anymore. I got all this. I put it on thick. I let it sit upside down. I let all the stuff drip out of it. Then I hit it with the flap sander. Okay. Now another thing, I haven't carved too much pine wood, but man, this stuff, like I just finished doing this, and this stuff is super porous, meaning it totally sucks the stain in super quick. It's like, wow. Like I said, I haven't carved too much pine. When you do this, turn your piece around, look at it in all different lights and stuff, and you'll see some pieces that you've missed. It's good to hit everything, but got to sneeze. Bless me. Yeah, for sure. This stuff dries super fast. I think the name is something wheat. Yeah, I can't see what the first word, something wheat. It's a grayish brownish color. So yeah, this stuff dries super fast, way faster than the Minwax, same kind of stuff. So you hear me on lots of my videos talking about I don't like carving edge grain. Okay? Now this is why I don't like carving edge grain, because, well, it's just a little picky thing that I have. I don't like seeing those lines in the wood, but it's a wood carving, so you know, it really lets people know it's a wood carving, and who cares? But it's just, I like carving through face grain. Anyways, this for sure, I think, definitely needs a black wash. This stuff, I can't believe how fast that stuff dries. You got to be quick on your toes when you're using that stuff. But you can see how the going over it with a flap sander made the high points stick out. Now I'm going to let this dry a little bit longer. Well, maybe even till tomorrow, and then I'm going to give it a black wash. I think it needs it. And another thing, while I remember, see how that eye doesn't look so dark anymore? You could put another little dot in there, like a little black dot in the center of that thing. Anyways, Let's let it dry. All right, so I gave it a shot of the clear coat. When I say on some of my videos, don't be a Geordie, I mean it. Don't be a Geordie. So we got some black wash here. Now, this clear coat has been drying for a couple hours. I just used the Rust-Oleum matte Glen. Oh, Glen, the matte clear. I know, because I've done this before in other carvings, that I didn't let the clear coat dry enough that when I went to give it the black wash, I couldn't get the black wash off. The wood still absorbed it. So I know that I'm gonna screw this up, possibly. But then I don't know, because I've maybe carved pine with my Dremel. This is maybe my second time. So this is lots of you around the world carved pine. So there you go. So let's give it the black wash. Now I did this black wash way less blacker than I normally do it, which is going to be just fine. I can tell. Now when you do the black wash, it just gives you more. See how we got the high point there? See where I sanded it? That's the low point there. This gives you more of that kind of texture. But man, I got to buy some bigger paintbrushes. And I was just at the freaking dollar store an hour ago, a couple hours ago. So sometimes make sure, if you're going to give it the black wash, and this is just my opinion, everything's always my opinion, make sure, like, give it your clear coat first. Make sure your clear coat is bone dry, because then the black will wash off on the high points. Because like I said, I've done it and the black didn't wash off. I think this clear coat might be dry enough. Just Carve Rob likes to use Mod Podge. Yeah, it looks like the water's not really taking in too much, so it's working out. And this is just kind of like giving it the black wash is somewhat like antiquing it. They black wash those little caricatures that they do. I learned black wash from Just Carve Rob. Actually, I never even knew about it before Just Carve Rob. He's got lots of good tips, because I just kind of do my own thing. So you can't. It's not that visible, the black wash, but it worked. The lower points are darker now, and we'll let it dry up, give it another clear coat, and then we'll call her done. Shoot, you got to sign your piece. Sign your pieces, everybody. Even if it's your first one, if anybody's watching this video. That's good enough. Jordy. One thing I should mention, when you do the black wash, the more that you go over the high points, the more you're going to get the natural color to come back. Sometimes you got to really scrub it. Anyways, carry on. I love this feller. I'm going to carve another one. So that's going to be the end of this one. I just finished giving it the black wash. Do I love this piece? No, I don't love it. Is it all right? Yeah, it's all right. I could always carve you could always carve, like, the eyebrows are pretty high off the eye. You could carve, like, I don't care about those cut marks in there. You know, you could always carve those eyebrows down lower. And let me put it on the thing here. Where's that hole? Come on. Could always carve this eyebrow right here lower too, to get the nose to stick off more. But I think it turned out, because my intention to start carving this, I was going to have an elf ear up in there, but this wood chipped away. You can see it right here. All that wood chipped away. So it's a lot smaller than it was. I don't love it. I like it, but I think there's going to be some useful tips for people wanting to get into Dremel carving. And now I got to edit this voice video and do a voiceover. Carve Infusion, drink coffee, and don't shit the pants. Hi there. Well, I'm not done yet. I was walking out of my carving room. I had the lights turned off and everything. I says, you know what? This to me is just a average piece, whatever. And this is when you guys have carvings that are average to you or whatever you don't like. This is when you should experiment, right? So, and once again, it's just my opinion. So I'm going to give this a whitewash. So I got some white paint mixed up in here, acrylic dollar store paint mixed up with some water. And I don't care because if this doesn't whitewash doesn't work, then I can paint it and then I can have real fun. I can paint the face, I can paint it green or do whatever I want to do. So it's just about challenging yourself and having fun. And like if you do a piece that you like and okay, how can I explain this? I have ruined lots of pieces with different wood finishes. Learning. It took me a lot to learn. I didn't know what oil finish was. I didn't know what polyurethane was. I didn't know what anything was. And I ruined a lot. So the more that you do and the more that you experiment and more that you talk to somebody that knows what they're talking about when it comes to wood, the quicker you're going to learn. But I suggest you're going to learn best by experimenting, if that makes any sense. And like I said, if this doesn't work out, I really don't care. You know how many carvings I've done that don't work out, that I don't like, that other people love and just give them away for free, and then it gets your name out there. Man, I wish I had a bigger paintbrush. All right, so do I want to keep you guys here for all this nonsense? You guys are even still here? I'm going to be honest. I did this wood spirit today because, well, working on that an epoxy piece that's not working out very good, and well, I just needed to get my mind off of it. So, carve a wood spirit. They're the easiest things to carve. They're the funnest things to carve. Why do you think I still carve them? I'll keep pumping the videos out. I don't care. Subscribers don't want to watch them, thinking, "Oh yeah, another friggin' wood spirit video from Jordy." Well, guess what? Guess what? How many people are carving wood spirits because of me? Huh? For the haters? Probably not because of you. No. They're probably carving fly. Well, anyways, I'm getting carried away, but I'll just leave it alone. Just open up your mind, experiment. I was thinking about maybe I should just do even a red wash. I know whitewash works good on black, but this piece isn't. So I'm going to wipe it soft. You can dab it too. It's different. It's so if you've washed it off too much, you got the extra stuff here, and just hit it again. Hit it underneath this hit it under here. Have a good time, everybody. Have a good time. That's what it's about. I like it better now. I've never done one with a serious weight wash like this. You might not like it better. It doesn't matter. And some of your friends aren't going to like your stuff better because you did this or that. Who cares what they say? If you like it better, that's all that matters. See, you can also give it so this sticks out farther. The beard part sticks out farther than the face, but you can also give it some like dry brushing in there. Give it some shading. And the deep spots, you can give it some dry brushing in there too. Anyways, that's enough. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Honestly, I liked it either way. The biggest thing, everybody, when you do art, make sure you're the one that's happy with it. Don't be intimidated by your friends or your family, what they say. Ask for opinions, but asking for opinions, you're open to, constructive criticism, okay? I don't do constructive criticism. I don't give people the chance for their opinions unless I want it.